This is SMSTV, part of the Student Television Network.
Hi, welcome to SMSTV. In today's program, we will be reporting on 3 reasons to celebrate in February.
We will also be talking about our Kindness Club and how you can get involved. I'm Haley.
And I'm Maggie, and this is SMSTV News.
Let's start with Mr. Evans sharing with us why it is important to celebrate Black History Month.
So Black History Month was created in the 1920s by Carter G. Woodson as a way to recognize the struggles and the accomplishments of Black people in American history. And February is chosen mostly just because it started off as a way to celebrate Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass's birthday. Both figures are obviously really important to the end of slavery in America. But Black History Month gained a lot of its national attention in the 1960s among cries for equality from the civil rights movement. Figures like Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King Jr., and many more advocated for Black people to be recognized for their contributions in the United States. Today, Black History Month is not just celebrated in the United States. The UK, Canada, Ireland, and the Netherlands all recognize and celebrate Black History Month. Not always on February, though. Not only do more countries celebrate Black History Month, but the scope of Black History Month has also gotten bigger as well. So now it's also about the accomplishments of Black people in America, but now it's trying to encompass Black people in world history in general, which have been unfortunately ignored a lot of times or omitted from history. So that's part of the reason why we celebrate Black History Month. Right now in my current events class, we are spending every day talking about Black History Month and specifically influential Black figures in American history. We're not only looking at the success stories, which there is a lot, but we're also spending time looking at the tragedies. Unfortunately, Black people that were murdered or treated terribly in this country. So we're spending time doing both of those things, looking at the success stories and the tragedies. In the future, I plan on incorporating more Black History Month into all of my courses throughout the year. Because Black history, like I said before, has been neglected for a long time. And so I think it'd be nice to have more Black history in world history in general. I think it's incredibly important for all students to learn about Black History Month. For example, students of color really benefit, I think, from learning about figures in their history and culture. They can find inspiration, unity, and relatability in a lot of the stories covered in Black History Month. So I think it's important, especially for students of color, to hear these stories. And I also think it's incredibly important for white people to hear and white students to hear these stories. They can learn about the hardships of people of color, and it helps them relate to these things.
Another reason to celebrate in February, it is, of course, Valentine's Day. Let's see how Haley and her family celebrate.
Hi, this is Haley, and I'm going to be showing you how we do Valentine's Day cookies. So I did not videotape my mom making the dough, but I'll leave a recipe for it at the end. So first my mom just sprinkled flour on the counter, and now she is kneading it. She's putting flour on the roller so the dough does not stick to it, and she's just going to roll it out. And we do it to the perfect amount, not too thin, not too thick, but I guess it all really just depends how you want it. Once you're done rolling the dough out, you just cut them with cookie cutters, and we're using a heart because it is Valentine's Day, but you can really use any cookie cutter you want. And then once you cut them out, you're just gonna put them on the pan. And that was just my mom eating cookie dough in front of me, which the dough and the cookies were so good. So you're just gonna put them in the oven for like 8 to 10 minutes. And as you can see now, they're done. And we're just really checking them, and you might have to like flip them around. So like the bottom one will go on the top one will go on the bottom, and then you like turn the pan around so they get cooked evenly and perfectly. And then just stick it in for a little longer. Once the cookies are all done, you're just gonna put them on a cooling rack to cool. And if you don't have cooling racks, you don't necessarily need to use them. We just have them, so we use them. And now we are going to decorate them. And we used like sprinkles. We used a little tube that's almost like frosting, but it's like kind of liquidier. And we also used, of course, frosting. And we had two white ones, and we dyed one of them pink so we could have a pretty Valentine's color. And we each do our own unique style. Like my mom right here is writing a word. We like frame them, like outline it, put dots, write words, put sprinkles, really whatever we feel like it. As you can see here, my sister is like putting dots to outline the heart, frame it kind of. One of my sister's cookies. This is actually my cookie. I was trying to record and do it at the same time, and I'm just putting sprinkles on it because, like, sprinkles.
How does it taste?
It tastes
Fantastic!
Well, I hope you enjoy. Here is a recipe. Before we share the third reason to celebrate, let's hear from Colby about Sandstone's Kindness Club.
Hi, my name is Colby Learn, and I'm a 7th grader at Sandstone Middle School. The reason I joined Kindness Club because I like helping people around the school and the community. Our school counselor, Mr. Scheibner, is here to tell us more about Kindness Club.
So Kindness Club, we work on 3 things. We work on developing character in ourselves, and then we also work on acts of service for our school and acts of service for our community too. That is our main focus of Kindness Club.
What are your next upcoming events for Kindness Club?
What we're working on right now is we're going to be promoting a spring food drive for Agape House. The food is to be used for the backpack program at the elementary school. So all the food we collect is going to be going right back to our elementaries.
Are there any other things we should know about Kindness Club?
Kindness Club meets every Friday at 8:25, and anybody is welcome to join. You just have to make the commitment to be there that early because on Fridays our normal classes don't start till 9:15. So anybody that wants to join, just let me know and I'll send you an invite, and we'd love to have you a part of it.
Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Colby. To close the show, let's hear from Lucy on how her family celebrates the Lunar New Year.
The Lunar New Year is traditionally celebrated in many Eastern Asian countries. It symbolizes health, good fortune, and family gatherings. This holiday's date depends on the cycles of the moon, so it normally doesn't happen the same time every year. It usually does occur, though, in January or February. Luck is very important in this holiday, so there's many traditional rules families follow. Some of the rules may be to not clean your house on the day of the Lunar New Year, to not argue and cause problems in the household, to not wash your hair because it's believed that it washes away all the good luck, and it's recommended to wear the color red because it represents having good luck. Some other things that families may do during this holiday is hand out these. These are a red envelope, and they're usually handed down from an elder parent to child. And in the contents of inside of this is some money. Firecrackers and fireworks are often lit up. They are believed to ward away bad spirits. Lion dances and dragon dances often happen. It's also believed to ward away bad spirits, and they're pretty cool to watch. In many Asian countries, there's an animal that represents a year. This year, the animal is an ox, so many of the decorations and red envelopes may have an ox on it. Thanks for listening to my report about the Lunar New Year. Here are some cool fireworks shows I have found.
And that's a wrap. Here is to our SMSTV crew that made this show happen.